The art of theater is considered a high form of culture as well as a form of entertainment. Sometimes, it also serves as a political tool, a vehicle for satire. In Palestine, the State of Israel is taking steps to ensure that theater shows will not disseminate subversive thoughts in the public. The Freedom Theater in the Jenin refugee camp is the most famous theater in Israel-Palestine. It doesn't have a big budget or success around the world, but it demonstrated that culture can be a liberating tool which can empower people living under brutal military occupation.
وردة! 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 اسمها الحرية. وردة اسمها السلام. أما هاي الوردة فاسمها فلسطين.
The Freedom Theater is a venue to join the Palestinian people in their struggle for liberation with poetry, music, theater, cameras. The Israelis succeeded to destroy our identity, our social structure, political and economical. Our duty as artists is to rebuild or reconstruct this destruction, who we are, why we are, where we're going, who we want to be.
Giuliano Mer Khamis, one of the founders of the theater, was assassinated in April 2011. His killers have not yet been found, but the theater continues its work. In July 2011, Israeli soldiers raided the theater in the middle of the night. The soldiers vandalized the theater and arrested some of the staff. The attack against Palestinian theater culture has recently been taken up again by the Israeli authorities. In June 22nd, the Israeli Minister of Internal Security, Yitzhak Aharonovich, gave an order to prevent the opening of the el-Hakawati theater in East Jerusalem. The el-Hakawati theater is a puppet theater for children and was supposed to be opened in a festival with puppet shows intended for children in occupied East Jerusalem. The minister expressed suspicion that the festival is to be held under the auspices of or sponsored by the Palestinian Authority. He based his assertion on the fact that the Palestinian Cultural Fund in Ramallah, supported by Norway, has helped to finance the festival.
Den of criminal lawlessness, of civil unrest, of security threats. Their basement must be filled with guns and bombs and knives and tons of rockets and sprockets that could be used to take lives, right?
Yeah!
Because why else would we shut down a children's theater festival?
Ariel Doron, an Israeli puppeteer, created a video in protest of what he calls Israel's war on puppets. Despite the protests, this year there will be no puppet theater for the children of East Jerusalem. The most recent development in Israel's repression of theater happened on the Israeli side of the Green Line in the Israeli Khan Theater in West Jerusalem. The Khan Theater rented its space to an organization of performance art called Hazira HaBein-Tchumit, or the Inter-Thema Arena. The arena intends to use the space to put up a theater piece, amongst other pieces, called My Name is Rachel Corrie. Rachel Corrie was an activist from the US who joined the International Solidarity Movement ISM. In 2003, she laid in front of an Israeli armored bulldozer in order to stop the bulldozer from destroying a family's home in the Gaza Strip. The bulldozer ran her over and killed her. After 9 years of legal struggle by Rachel Corrie's parents, an Israeli courthouse exonerated the Israeli government from responsibility to Corrie's death and refused to allow legal action against the driver of the bulldozer. A theatre play called My Name is Rachel Corrie was staged first in London in 2005, and the Hebrew version of the play is scheduled to be staged on July 7th. Here is a short piece from the English version.
Yesterday I heard from Chris in Gaza. I am being invited there. I need to go. I know that this is something I can't really understand right now, the reality of the curfew, the checkpoints. I'm kind of embarrassed by how long it takes me to realize in my gut that people live like this. Houses demolished, 41 injured, 3 dead, nurses. Tanks and bulldozers destroyed 25 greenhouses, the livelihoods of 300 people. What is left for people? I still really want to dance around to Pat Benatar and to have boyfriends, but I also want this to stop. We started into the field, 5 internationals plus Jahan. Jenny spoke through the bullhorn for us, saying, "Do not shoot! We are unarmed civilians!"
In response, Deputy Mayor of Jerusalem, David Hadari, from the extreme-right Jewish Home Party, called on the municipality to deny funding to the Khan Theatre in order to silence the play or similar plays who criticize Israel. So far, the play is still scheduled to be staged as planned. After all, the Khan is an Israeli theatre, the Inter-Theme Arena is an Israeli organization, and there still remains more freedom of speech for Jewish Israelis than there is for Palestinians, for the time being. This is Shir Hever for The Real News.